All right, Scorpio, welcome in. These readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Scorpio. And I will talk a bit about the astrology of December. We have had a full moon in Gemini. All right, we've had that. Really is about telling a different story, telling yourself a different story, but also telling a different story about something. You've got some belief systems, we all do, that need to be released, that are holding us back. What part of your life do you feel is being held back by your belief system that, well, I can't find anybody to date because everybody's a jerk out there, or everybody's married, all the good ones are taken? Like, what is that? Also, money. I'm not allowed to have nice things for whatever reason. Like, why are you telling yourself that story? And it's time to change that story. Okay, so that's part of spiritual cleansing. Ooh, all right, past life. There's your card. Transformation. Look at this. New life. You're really clearing a lot of 12th house Libra energy. If you've been through a divorce, that was past life karma. And you're now doing a lot of work to clear all of that. So if you haven't really healed from that divorce, for whatever reason, could be that you're telling yourself a story about it, like, it was all their fault. Why do I have to look at myself? Okay. We have had a lot of planets traipsing through your sign of Scorpio. Mercury is going into Sagittarius in a minute and a half here. And we've had the sun and Venus and Mars and Mercury all going through your sign. Now they're going to be in Sagittarius, then they're going to be in Capricorn. They don't usually move so specifically together. They're going to separate eventually. But it's really important when we have these very pivotal inner planets all in the same sign, like a cluster of them. It's called a stellium. If you want to take my astrology class, there's a link below, and really understand how to use this astrology to help build your life. Okay. So yeah, there's something there about feeling like it needs to be, if I look at myself, that means I'm blaming myself, and I was really harmed by that, and so it can't have anything to do with me. And I'm not suggesting that it is any, well, relationships are messy, okay? And some of you could also be clearing other parts of your past life karma, not just relationships. We have Jupiter moving through Cancer, 8th house for you. And then Pisces, 4th house, I think. I'll take a look at the astrology in the extended. But those houses are very psychic houses. And Libra, let's see. No. Libra, and then Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. No. Those are the 12th, 8th, 4th house, or air signs. Air signs for you. So a lot of overthinking, or a lot of thinking in general, could be getting you in trouble. I don't mean stop thinking. I just mean, like, you're up in your head. Your intuition's in your body. Get yourself grounded here, okay? Ooh, look at this. Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, the Chariot, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yikes. Okay, so I feel like if there's a choice between, now be honest with yourself here. I feel like there's a choice between someone who really looks good on paper. They might even be physically really handsome or beautiful or something like that. Them versus someone who is trustworthy. This is Virgo energy here. Could be some Jupiter. Jupiter is in Cancer right now, a fellow water sign. So you're trining that first, fifth, ninth house, I think. You're trining that. So there's a lot of beautiful flowy energies, and Jupiter going direct in the sign of Cancer. Not until March though. So this is about you finding the juicy nuggets of wisdom within yourself. All right. Jupiter usually for me is about husband or good partner. Could be same sex, doesn't matter. But I feel like you're getting some offers, and it's between someone who is really, they look good on paper, but they're kind of a jerk. I think you could see it. They're kind of brash and arrogant. Okay, versus someone who's very trustworthy, maybe a little bit rounder, maybe older, someone who wears glasses, and they know where the dry cleaner is, and they go with you to PTA meetings, and they're a good parent, good spouse. But by your estimation, I feel like they're a little boring. And this other person is none of those things, not a good partner, not a good parent, anything like that. But boy, do they look good. And they look good on paper, which is useless because they don't play the games on paper, right? So I just feel like there's a choice here. It could be a choice between a flashy job and a slower moving kind of situation, but that is ultimately going to get you what you want. It's going to get internal fulfillment going for you. So there's choices here. Choices. Yes. Ace of Swords. Emperor. Mars energy. Nine of Cups. You are the one who is going to gain or get your happiness for you. You are the one. If you stop looking to external people or jobs or titles or anything like that, you're the one who's going to get yourself happy or get happiness for yourself by pursuing your mission and purpose. I doubt it's a flashy job. To figure that out, you would look at your north node. The nodes of the moon, north and south node, are the nodes of destiny, and they tell us what our mission and purpose is. Usually it's something that's could be challenging, could be uncomfortable, could be brand new to you. It's asking you to go in that direction. And Mars here, Emperor, Aries, we have Neptune going direct this week. No more illusions. Neptune going direct. Saturn went direct at the end of November, and both of those planets will meet at 0 degrees of Aries on February 20th, introducing you to the world. So your ruling planet, so Scorpio, you have been ruled by Mars in the traditional, like the Hellenistic tradition of astrology, but modern rulers put your ruler at Pluto, about power. So I'm really feeling like this is more about Mars. This is about taking some kind of action. Queen of Cups, Page of Wands, Tower. Something to be excited about here. Four of Wands, the Sagittarius energy of Temperance, and High Priestess. What is the Tower? All right, I'm going to clarify the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Tower. Not necessarily in that order. All right, what is the Tower here, please? Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. If you go toward this Five of Swords Chariot person, I feel like you're going to get left holding the bag. And I mean that kind of literally. Could be financially. They run up some bills. They leave you with a partnership that is devoid of any support or anchoring or cash or anything like that. They might leave you with a child, or they are a child. Okay. But I feel like they they walk away towards someone who's more able to take care of them. Oof, very immature. You, on the other hand, are attracting these immature people to show you the parts of you that need maturation or discipline or something like that. So what is this Ace of Swords? I can see that here with the Four of Wands and the Temperance card, the High Priestess. It's like you need to learn to trust yourself. Ace of Swords. The Sun. The Devil card. Wow. The Ace of Wands. Oh my word. And the Nine of Pentacles. There's something here about a fear of being single forever. A fear that like no one will love me again. Those two things aren't the same thing. Okay. And so I feel like you might get yourself stuck in a situation that looks good on paper. But there's something here that leaves you holding the bag. So the Ace of Pentacles, the offer, whoa, Page of Swords, gossip, strength, King of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah. I just get the feeling that there's going to be several offers coming through here, and it might be a little challenging for you to discern which is the best one for you, because I am feeling that this whole idea, this whole mindset about this person looks good on paper, or this job offer looks good on paper, but they're hiding a lot. Like I feel like that's something that you're needing to heal and get beyond. This is past life. So we have the South Node transiting Virgo right now. And so let's see. So Scorpio and then Libra and then Virgo. It's 11th house. South Node transiting that. And the 11th house is about fame or about recognition, big titles, being famous in an industry. Like that could really be sparkly to you. But South Node is about past life karma. And so going toward the 5th house, going toward Pisces, which is really about your ability to be a creative visionary, which I feel like you are. I just feel like you kind of are outsourcing your money or your stability to another person. And that gives you license to be creative, but you're choosing people who are not really fully underwriting the big creative genius that you are. Okay, so maybe the job tells you that you'll get to do whatever you want, and boy, is that a lie. Maybe you welcome in a partner or something like that, and they seem very open, free to be you and me kind of thing, and they seem also very trustworthy, but it turns out they're kind of a jerk and they're kind of a rogue. And right, why do I keep attracting these people? Okay, so I'm going to continue on with this reading. There's a link below if this is your reading. Let's see where we go with this. Why do I keep attracting these situations and people? All right, link is below. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.